I've come to the conclusion that many people confuse rebound relationship versus grass is greener syndrome. From what I've gathered thus far, these following seems to ring true. Rebound relationship. This usually occurs a few weeks to a few months after a breakup. This can happen to all age group. A dumper has a hard time dealing with the breakup and jumps into a relationship without actually getting to know the new person. This person is usually someone they just met. They do this to fill a certain void that the dumpee has left, and by jumping into another relationship it helps them get over the dumpee. However, this type of relationship doesn't usually last, because the dumper usually doesn't have enough time to deal with the issues in the previous relationship. This type of relationship usually occurs immediately after the breakup, or starts a couple months before the breakup. The dumper is usually young, 20 to 25 years old. What happens in this kind of relationship is that the dumper is in a long-term relationship with the dumpee for 2 years or longer, and the couple are about to make a larger commitment to each other. The dumper gets cold feet as things are getting stale, boring, and predictable. They start to wonder, what else is out there? Is there anything better out there? Is this all I'm going to have for the rest of my life? If there was someone that the dumper has been talking to for some time, just a friend type of guy or girl, they start fantasizing a relationship with this person. They start hanging out with this person more to see if there are any potential to have a relationship with this person, while still in a relationship with the dumpee. They usually do this consciously, but tells the dumpee that he or she is just a friend. This is usually when the dumpee starts to get panic, jealous, clingy and needy. The dumpee feels like they are losing their significant other. So, the dumpee begins to freak out and tries to save the relationship. Buying gifts, professing I love you, paying more attention to the dumper, all the while the dumper is slowly checking out of the relationship. The dumper starts seeing the dumpee in a different light because of their recent behavior. Dumper starts losing respect for the dumpee because they have become nothing without the dumper. Then it happens, the dumper dumps the dumpee because they have decided to pursuing a relationship with this just a friend. And oftentimes gives the reason, you have pushed me towards him because of your jealousy, neediness or other like I love you, but I'm just not in love with you. However, what the dumper doesn't realize is they believe they are falling in love with this so-called just a friend. However, in actuality they are just bored and tired of the relationship with the dumpee. They have fallen in love with the infatuation, the honeymoon stage of their new relationship. They often overlook any shortcoming of the just a friend person because they're so in love. This is sort of like rebound relationship, but instead of using the rebound guy/girl to get over the dumpee, they consciously start to believe this just a friend guy/girl is a trade up from the dumpee. What the dumper don't realize is that once that honeymoon stage is over, they're usually left with the same feeling of boredom, tiredness, and the predictable relationship they become sick of with the dumpee, but instead with this new person. They start to wonder again, start making another just a friend. Then the vicious cycle continues. Or they jump back to the relationship with the dumpee if they dumpee have always treated them well. Not trying to generalize, but these types of dumpers are immature and insecure of themselves. They always have to stay in a relationship to feel a sense of worth or belonging. These types of dumpers do not understand what a mature relationship really means. In general, they are just confused, they don't know who they are. They use relationships to define themselves and never have any introspection of themselves. Now, this phase doesn't last forever and they often will learn over time. But this usually happens when something catastrophic happens that will wake them up. And, oftentimes the dumpee have moved on when the dumper finally realize how big of a mistake they have made. I don't know if anything I type even makes any sense. Maybe I'm just venting as I've fallen victim of the G.I.G.S, so I figure what others think. Please chime in if you have anything else to add. I guess this thread is more about G.I.G.S, but there are some similarities between Rebound and G.I.G.S.